Petr Yan is refusing to do the Trilogy fight with Merab and also has been trolling him pretty viciously since he beat him last night. And Petr Yan, I mean, he did beat Merab pretty dominantly, and I was really impressed with his performance. But at the post-fight press conference, Petr Yan really went in on my guy Merab. I'm a big Merab fan, and this was tough to see that he was trolling him about the jacuzzi stuff. We're going to get to that. But more importantly, he said that he has no interest in fighting Merab in a trilogy. The reason being is because Petr Yan is saying that the UFC made him work super hard to get his title back. Whenever he lost his title, he had to fight, I think, like 30 fights or something like that to get back into title contention, which it's not true. I mean, that is kind of just a BS statement. But here's what Petr Yan had to say and said Merab should fight Umar first.
Congratulations on the victory, Peter. So if you had to choose, what do you think is the next step? A trilogy with Merab or a fight against Umar? And who do you think is a more dangerous opponent?
Вы же видели бой Мераба с Умаром. Вы видели, как он прошел, как он проходил.
But you saw the fight of Merab versus Umar. You saw the way that fight went. So who's more dangerous?
Они могут провести реванш, и мы посмотрим.
They can rematch, and then we can see what happens.
Вы просто, опять же, понимаете, чтобы я повторно подрался за пояс. 3 боя дали, чтобы я провел 3 боя. Очень долго я к этому шел, понимаете?
You know, just understand the fact that for me to get the opportunity to fight for the belt again, UFC made me go 3 more fights before I was able to get into the contender position again.
First of all, Petr Yan immediately did get a title shot. He lost on paper to Aljamain because of the illegal knee. Then he fought Corey Sandhagen, and then he fought for the undisputed title. He had an interim title fight and then a title fight. But not only that, Merab is a totally different champion than Petr Yan was. I mean, Merab has so many title defenses. This is his 4th time fighting this year. I mean, I'm still questioning how much of the performance had to do with Merab or Petr Yan, or how much did this have to do with the fact that Merab cut weight 4 times this year, doesn't even have a nutritionist when he does this. I honestly think that was a big reason for his performance, and if the fight was that close with all those things in mind, I don't know, I kind of think that Merab could win a rematch, but I wouldn't write off Petr Yan for sure, because Yan actually looked very, very good, I can't lie, on Saturday. But to say that Merab should fight Umar makes absolutely no sense until you realize why obviously Petr Yan is saying this. I mean, Merab should just get an immediate title shot. He has defended his title multiple times. The last fight was good. The fight that we had on Saturday was good. We definitely should see a 3rd fight. And let's be honest, with Umar fighting next month, he could easily get a title shot if he beats Deiveson Figueiredo. He has a decent case. He has now 2 wins in a row since his losses. So you're taking out the number 1 guy and essentially the number 2 guy. Why would you do that? Maybe because you're hoping that Sean O'Malley potentially beats Song Yadong and you guys could have a massive fight, a massive rematch. That is, I guarantee you guys, Petr Yan's motive, which, holy smart, by the way. I mean, to be honest, like at the post-fight press conference, already plotting these things, but it makes no sense to give Sean O'Malley a title shot, even if he beats Song Yadong. Obviously, they do have that history, and that is why, to me, I'm a little bit fearful. I don't know if Merab will get the next title shot. I don't even know if Umar is going to get the next title shot. I would not be surprised if they really did something crazy and did Sean O'Malley. Just look at the matchups that they're making with Gaethje and Patty, with Volkanovski and Diego Lopez. They're doing these matchups with guys that don't necessarily deserve title shots, but are just bigger names, going to bring better fights, more exciting fights, more striking heavy fights, I should say, right? So that seems to be the direction that the UFC is going. So, I mean, could Merab get passed up? I wouldn't be surprised, but I mean, imagine if they actually did Umar versus Merab. That would be just disrespectful to Merab. I think they're probably going to have to do the trilogy. Petr Yan at the post-fight press conference also was poking fun at Merab, you know, making some jacuzzi jokes.
Obviously, you want to enjoy everything now, but do you feel there's a need for a trilogy with Merab at some point, or is it done at this point?
Я думаю, Мерабу надо сейчас опять посетить джакузи с мальчиками, отдохнуть, а там посмотрим.
You know, I think Merab should really just get the boys, get into the jacuzzi, think about it, and then we'll see.
Petr Yan also posted this on Instagram today, once again trolling Merab, man. I feel bad for Merab, bro. Merab, why do you have to take this fight, bro? Four title defenses in a year, bro. Never been done, never will be done. That is just too much cutting weight. That is just too much training camps back to back. And especially, I mean, keep in mind, he fought in the beginning of the year, had basically 6 months off. So 3 of these fights took place in the span of 6 months. That is a lot. That is very fast. I don't know who will win the rematch. I'm not so convinced that Merab will win the rematch. That's not what I'm saying. Definitely want to think about it because, you know, keep in mind, Petr Yan was also injured in the first fight. So I feel like this third fight, we really can kind of, in a way, disregard both of these fights because they have kind of asterisks on them. So I don't know. I think I want to think about it some more, guys. Let me know in the comment section below. What was your favorite fight last night? I really want to know. Join the Discord server down below as well. You guys are the best fan base in MMA. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.